was I thinking?
Daniel's getting released tomorrow, and he's the love of my life. A week and a half after we met, he was arrested, went to prison, and it's been like 3 years.
I've been in the system since I was 13. I took the hard way of growing up, lying, stealing, cheating. Right now, I'm in prison for possession of methamphetamine. I'm ready to be clean, be sober, so that I can start a life together with Lizzy. Me and Lizzy haven't slept together yet. I'm looking forward to being intimate with her. I was in prison for 2.5 years.
That was super awkward. So, we're on the floor, and not to mention, I wasn't prepared for it. My garments don't match. Like, my bra is a teal, and my underwear is, well, like some type of like darker blue. I'm more color coordinated when it comes to, my bra and my panties, because you're trying to impress somebody, and you don't want things to be all weird and awkward, and you'll have him question why you don't match. If I could redo that whole entire scene over, it would be in a hotel room, or at least on a bed, something more comfy than the cement ground, and I would make sure that I would be wearing matching garments.
It was not everything it was not okay, and it was not everything I hoped for. And I've never anyone in the laundry room, and that's f***ing weird, and I never will, probably ever will, especially in a dirty ass one like that, dude. Like, no.
I wouldn't say that it was worth the wait. I mean, Daniel's definitely decent when it comes to having sex, but I wouldn't say he's the best, so I don't think waiting 2.5 years was necessarily worth it. If I could go back to the night of the bar of the pool hall where all these secrets had popped into my head that Daniel didn't know about, I would have told Daniel those secrets as they were happening. I wouldn't have kept secrets. I don't keep secrets. A lot of feelings came up when I saw my ex there, because there's a lot of things that I did that Daniel wasn't aware of.
Daniel didn't know for sure that I was dating other people, and I'm not proud of it, but he was gone for 3 years, and I was lonely.
What's really going on? I want to know who this is. Keep staring at him. I keep seeing you look up every time.
Daniel doesn't know exactly what I was doing while he was in prison.
The relationship with this guy started because Daniel had ghosted me. We weren't talking. At that time, I want to say we were 4-5 months without talking, and I was ready to move on. I had had enough. I was tired of wondering when he was going to email me back, or wondering when he was going to write me, or when he was going to call me. I was done with it. I wanted to move on with my life, and I chose to. I was ready to experience something of some sort of intimate relationship with anybody. The biggest secret that I have ever kept from Daniel was the fact that I had miscarried. And I mean, he knew that I was dating this guy, but I didn't tell Daniel that I was pregnant and that I had miscarried.
I found out when she was pregnant with this other guy's kid yet, and that didn't really set well with me. Like I said, I didn't really care to listen to what she had to say. It was just an ongoing kind of thing that just ate me up inside.
Honestly, in a heartbeat, I would go back and I would change it just for the better sake of him and our relationship and his well-being, and him not having to distrust me in what I say or what I do, because there would be no reason for him. Trust is earned, not given, and I did not earn his trust the way that most people should have in a relationship.
Why is this in here?
What's one in there?
Yeah, what's this?
They're pregnancy tests.
Well, why do you have this?
Well, I mean, you see,
You think you're pregnant?
well, if I knew I was, would I be buying pregnancy tests?
Are you going to?
Am I going to take them? Yes. I'm
Yeah.
going to take one, yes. Because we're going to see if we're going to have a baby or not.
So prior to taking the pregnancy test, I was late by a while. I didn't know if I was pregnant or not. And, well, we can just take a pregnancy test, when the camera's around. And, well, right before they showed up, I pretty sure I miscarried.
You can sit
Why are
down.
you smiling?
Sit down.
The anticipation of waiting for that pregnancy test is very nerve-wracking. I just get out of prison and I don't have a job. Everything's going through my head, you know, how am I gonna raise this kid? What am I gonna do to raise this kid? It's just as much as her. How is she gonna act?
We are not pregnant. What are you thinking about?
I'm not happy that you're not pregnant, but I just think that that needs to hold off for a while.
What does?
Being pregnant.
I want to be married and have our own little baby. If I don't, I am going to feel an empty void.
Everybody still thinks it has nothing to do with the fact that I wanted a kid. At that moment, I didn't want a baby. I just wanted my baby. And if I would have had that child would be, almost 2 years old now. Like, my life would have been completely different.
I hardly ever even used condoms with her, so I don't understand, like, how she wouldn't have got pregnant. Like, I don't know. Like, everything's a blur with her, but I think she was doing birth control or something or whatever the I don't know. I think that was just all just a show, just to get the attention. I don't believe she was ever pregnant or ever could have been pregnant from me.
Clearly, there is a lot that we don't know about each other. Clearly, right? Yeah, you're laughing like it's a joke.
Because we said that we know each other so well.
I don't know all of your baggage, and you don't know all of mine. The person that you are now is the only person I care about. I don't give a what you're doing then. I expect the same from you.
Another secret that I really kept from Daniel, I have a benign tumor that sits on the inner lining of my uterus, and I honestly don't know if I can have children. If Daniel would have known that, you know, he would have been able to express his concern for me, you know, and be more sympathetic towards the situation instead of just being happy that I have to experience almost being a dad or whatever, you know. That's why if I could go back and if I could change it, I would.
My reaction in the moment was, F you, I don't need to listen to this. This ain't my fucking rodeo to go through. So you deal with it on your own and you suffer the consequences for your actions.
You don't even realize it until it was too late. And okay, well, there goes my child. You know, the one thing that I was going to be able to love unconditionally for the rest of my life, no questions asked, a part of me, a little mini me, you know, something that I was able to grow inside of me was just gone. And you don't know if you're ever going to be able to carry another child or even be able to explain how that makes you feel to anybody that's ever going to understand, because unless you go through it, like, no one understands.
There was so much out there that I wanted to experience when I got out of prison. The last thing that was on my mind is getting married to somebody that I barely even know. I don't want to settle down just yet. Man, I'm still young, man. I'm still young. I'm still dumb. Lizzy's a cool chick, but I just don't think that there'll ever be a relationship with her again.
A lot of people have asked me what I was thinking when I threw the rock at Teresa, and honestly, I don't know what I was thinking, but if I could go back and do it again,